Hello everybody and welcome to day 12 of the Trailblazer Reloaded League. In the last video, I did some raids. I managed to get a Dragon Hunter crossbow. I did some Slayer where I got my Pegation and Eternal Boots. And then we tried to do some more TOA where I'm trying to get a Fang, but I did not get that yet. Which is why I'm here outside of TOA right now, because I'm heading right back in. I need a Fang. So here we go. Let's just go and do it. I got a couple friends coming to raid with me this time. My friend that I've been dueling with, the other ranger, and my major. So hopefully this will go pretty well, and we should have a pretty good chance at a purple each time. So yeah, Fang please, Masori please. Shadow maybe would also be cool, but yeah. Well, that one was a little bit slower. My one friend's still learning, but still, 1748 and a trio is pretty good, and a very good unique chance here, so hopefully we get something. Nice! It's mine! Hey, let's go! Well, considering that was the one thing I wanted from raids, that's pretty good. Oh, the first time I get to use a Fang, it's so nice. And another raid, a 17-minute trio, not so bad. Hoping for a purple. Sad. I'm so glad I decided to sort of go down the path of leagues that I did, where I was sort of prioritizing just all the content that I wasn't super comfortable doing on the main game. Because even just the amount of TOA I've done here, obviously we are super strong, but just learning all the mechanics, I can already feel when I need to go back to TOA on the main game, I'm going to be so much more confident. And another raid down. Every raid is smoother than the last. Although it was a little bit slower. I didn't say faster, I said smoother. Sad. I did get a Jewel of the Sun though. I don't know how useful that is. Wait, I have infinite specs. Is this really useful? I don't know. There might be some tech here. I have infinite specs. I could have infinite healing, but I don't need it right now. Maybe in the future, maybe when I do higher invos or solos, but I have infinite food, man. I don't know. And there is the last raid for now, hoping for a purple. What a scam game. My friends are done raiding for now, so I'm going to come up with something new to do. And now that I've upgraded the melee weapon, the next thing on the list is the magic weapon. This Mystic Air Staff is just... honestly, it's just embarrassing to be bringing into a raid. So I'm going to go get a staff upgrade. So I only really have two main options as far as mage weapon upgrades go. I can either go to Mage Training Arena and get a Master Wand, or I can go to Zami and get a Staff of the Dead. And I'm not quite sure which I want to do yet. They both have their positives and their negatives. Mage Training Arena is lame and not very fun, but at least it's a guaranteed I'll get the Master Wand if I put the time in, versus Krill, also not very fun, at least on the main game. I'm not sure how it's going to be farming it on here. But Staff of the Dead is a random drop, so there is a chance that I go very dry. There's also a chance I get very lucky and get it early. So I don't really know which I want to do. The Staff of the Dead is better. It has a % damage multiplier on it for magic. But the Master Wand will be more useful if I end up getting a Kodai. So there's lots to consider here. I think I'm going to go for the Staff of the Dead, though. Now, the unfortunate part about me trying to kill Krill, my build, as I've said before, is very good at killing one guy with lots of health. Krill doesn't really have that much health, aka Ruby Bolts are not going to be that effective, so I'm going to rock the Diamond Bolts for now and see how it goes. My plan is to just face tank him. I don't know how that's going to go, but we're going to find out. Okay, well, that was easy. Surely it won't go that well every time. Okay. So I take it back completely. This boss is extremely easy. I don't know if I'm getting lucky or what, but I got a Zammy Spear, which is a task. Cool. But yeah, I expected this boss to just like melt through me while I was sitting there face tanking him, but it turns out he just sort of doesn't. I don't really know why. I mean, obviously he still has his devastating smash whatever attack that can hit a lot, but like I literally just walk in the room and click on him and then he dies. So this is great. Ooh, Zammy Hilt. Alright. I kind of knew I was going to get a Steam Battle Staff before I ended up getting the Staff of the Dead. Unfortunately, this isn't very useful other than being a task to equip a combination Battle Staff. But I don't think I will be using that because I can't upgrade it to a Mystic Steam Battle Staff, so it's not even as good as my Mystic Air Staff for raids, and I don't really care about the runes, so kind of useless, but sure, task, cool. No way I get back-to-back. Ah! No! With the 5 times drop rate, the Zammy Spear and the Steam Battle Staff are like 1 in 30 something. So I know I'm going to get a lot of them, but every time I see the orange light, it just makes me a little bit sad that it's not the one I want, but oh well. No! Oh, wasn't recording, but I got another Zammy Spear, haha. No! Why? How do I have 4 spears, 3 staves, and a hilt in 66 kills, but not the one item that I want? Let's go! Just a quick 68 kills over at Krill to get all the items I could ever want, including my staff. Let's go. So this is what I was using for raids before. As you can see, the Mystic Air Staff, 14 magic accuracy and essentially nothing else useful, which is pretty bad. And if we compare it to the Staff of the Dead, 15% magic damage, 17 magic accuracy. This is just way better, not to mention 200 points. Thank you, game. Also, I have an extra Saradomin's Light here, and I think a Staff of Light is just cooler than the Staff of the Dead, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, it's not a task or anything. I just think it looks cooler. Next up on the list of upgrades, I would like to get myself some Primordial Boots. I got the Eternals and Pagations already, but I missed out on the Primordial Crystal, so I got a Hellhounds task, so we can go and do that. Let's go! Well, that was convenient. I got one of each crystal, no dupes, no Smoldering Stone, but I don't think I really care about that at all. So yeah, Cerberus, I guess I'm done with that. Alright, take a pair of Dragon Boots, slap that Primordial Crystal on there, proceed. Very nice. It only gives a +1 strength bonus, but it's better than nothing. And I believe I'm sort of done with my upgrades at this point. Most of the upgrades that I have left all come from raids, either TOA or Chambers. Other than, I can still go and get a Virtus top and bottom, which is going to be my best in slot until I get Ancestral. So I think I might go back to Leviathan. So as far as the Leviathan goes, the only thing we really care about is the Virtus robe pieces. I have the mask already, so I'd love the top and the bottom. Everything else is pretty useless. I don't really know how the axe works, but I don't really care. I don't think I would ever use that either. And yeah, other than that, maybe Dragon Bolts are a good drop. Let's just do it. Oh, let's go. 225 unfinished Dragon Bolts is an amazing drop, and it actually reminded me that I made a bunch of Diamond Dragon Bolts that I can use for this very boss, so I'm going to do that. But yeah, that's one of the two things that I wanted, so that's good. Oh my goodness. Gonna pause on the Leviathan for now. My friend is ready to go and do some raids. We're gonna go send some chambers, hope for a dex. As far as Chambers of Xeric loot goes, pretty much anything here is good. Dex and Arcane are both very good, obviously. Full Ancestral is going to be my best in slot mage gear. Twisted Buckler would be great. A T-bow would be cool, even though I don't know how much my build would really use it. Kodai would be cool, although I'd have to get a Master Wand. Claws are a cool spec weapon. Elder Maul and Bulwark, probably not the most useful. But either way, we're just going to send it and hope for some purples. Unfortunately, my friend died, but I didn't get a purple. Unfortunately, my friend had to go for now, so I'm going to try and do a solo Chambers. I haven't done one of those yet, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, well, this raid was sort of slow, but I did it, and I never get rewarded. That sucks, but yeah, I don't know, solo Chambers seems kind of bad. Honestly, it was going fine, but the Ulm phase without having any switches and with it being scaled down, my Ruby bolts don't hit as hard for as long, and without having my friend, I actually have to finish everything off, which is not my specialty by any means. So yeah, I think that's just a little bit too slow for me right now. Maybe I'll bring some switches in and try again. So it turns out when I said that I didn't think I really needed a T-bow because it didn't fit with my build, a lot of the solo stuff I'm doing, like these raids, things don't have enough health for my Ruby bolts to be super effective, so a T-bow would actually be very useful for stuff like that. So, you know, obviously a T-bow's cool either way, but now I'm sort of like, I actually want one. Also, no one's allowed to mention in the comments the fact that I forgot to put blood runes into my rune pouch, so I don't have any good spells to cast. No one's allowed to say anything about that. Well, that raid was even more scuffed than the first one, so obviously that means I'm gonna get a purple. Ooh. Okay, that's perfect, thank you. Honestly, exactly what I wanted. It's not super flashy or anything, but it's probably the best upgrade I could have gotten. I should probably be more excited, but honestly, those raids were just sort of frustrating. But I'm gonna try one more with actually bringing my runes, and now I have rigor. Let's go. Man, look at me rigoring them. 53 with a diamond bowl. Let's go. We're also not going to talk about the fact that I forgot to bring my prims and I brought dragon boots instead. You're not allowed to talk about it. Any back-to-back purples? No? Okay, never mind. I think the last thing I'm going to do to wrap up this video is try and get 99 prayer. My Soul Wars XP is about to reset, so I'm going to go and do some pest control until it does, and then go and spend some Soul Wars zeal, and then we'll see how far that gets me. Hopefully I can get 99, and then we will wrap up the video. So it turns out I really didn't need that many points, but I did it! 99 prayer, 99 combat, everything, let's go, 126. I thought that was going to take longer, so maybe I'll try and find one more thing to do before we wrap up this video. I know what I can do, dopamine. I have like 34,000 pure essence, so I'm just going to train some rune crafting. Although I should do it on a world with better ping. I don't really have a great reason for doing this. You know, if I want to max in the future, I'm going to need rune crafting levels anyway, and now I'll have some law runes that maybe I could sell if I ever need money in the future. But yeah, also, dopamine. Alright, there is 94 rune crafting, gonna save some pure essence, never know when you'll need it. But yeah, that's cool. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to leave the video a like, and maybe leave me a comment while you're down there, and let me know how your League's experience is going. I'm just gonna be chopping some teaks while I edit this video. I don't know if I do plan on maxing on Leagues, but if I do, I'm gonna need woodcutting levels, I'm gonna need logs for planks for construction, so this seems productive, and nice and AFK for me to do while I edit. But that's gonna be it for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And a big thank you to all of my channel members, but a special thank you to my Tier 3 Big Spoon channel members, Alchemist BTW, Jack Staumer, Zach Martin, Luxitaire, Tony Adkins, and Dolph. Thank you guys, and thank you everyone on screen here for the support.